Hey everyone, welcome back with another really quick video. I just wanted to make, it's August 1st at the time of recording this video, and later, towards the end of August, I'm going to be going to another anime convention. So I thought I'd make a video on it a little bit earlier this time around, just so I can get the word out there a bit earlier. Alright, it's called Geek.Kon. I'll put a link to the website in the description below, but I always do it. And it's been going at Itachi again, probably Itachi. I was thinking about going as on Itachi, and I still might do that, but I'll probably, then I might just go as Akatsuki Itachi again. And I like that time I have a cloak and I have the ring. I want to buy a wig for his hair and tie a ponytail to it, and maybe buy the leaf headband that's crossed out and whatnot. And maybe some Itachi Mangekyo showing on contacts as well. But basically, I'm looking at the website right here, and first off, it's going to be Geek.Kon is going to be taking place August 23rd through 25th. I'm not sure if I'll be able to be there all 3 days this time around. Hopefully so, though. And it's going to be in Madison, Wisconsin at the Marriott West. Alright, now, first off, for the guests, they're going to have Bill Bowden. Bill Bowden is a freelance writer whose work, because Geek.Kon's for anything geeky, not just anime. So Bill Bowden is a freelance writer whose work has appeared in RPGs such as Warhammer Fantasy, Roleplay, Leverage, Wildcard / Mutants, and Masterminds, and H-Tongue so short fiction credits include A Quiet House in the Country and Haunted 11 Tales of Ghostly Horror by Flames Rising Crest, and In the Shadow of His Glory in Sidekicks by Alteration Inc. His occasional reviews can be found on flamesrising.com, and he blogs about writing and pop culture on Goodreads. There's a picture of him here. Next one is Tim Buckley, which we have no picture of, but it says, by day an aloof billionaire philanthropist, gamer, playboy. However, when night falls and the city villainous element comes out to play, he dons a cape and towel and valiantly sits in his office drawing cartoons for the internet. Nice. For the last 10 years he has been the author and artist of Control Alt-Delete, a comic strip about 2 video games and the gamers that play them, as well as an animated series by the same name. There's also Bridget Laundrie, and there's a picture of her here. Bridget Laundrie was educated as a chemist and planetary scientist, trained as an engineer, and has worked in spacecraft operations at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Bandana for more than 20 years. Well, at least she's not working for the assholes. That's all I have to say. Most of her career has been in what is known as sequencing, building sets of commands that are set to and stored on the spacecraft to educate the bulk of the spacecraft the activities over a specific period of time. She has worked on the Hubble Space Telescope, the joint U.S.-French Oceanographic Earth Orbiter TOPEX, the widely successful Mars Pathfinder project, the Cassini mission to Saturn and the Dawn mission to the main asteroid belt. Miss Laundrie is currently a team member of the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, where she supports the orbiter's mission and relay for both current functioning Mars rovers Opportunity and Curiosity. Miss Laundrie takes great interest in the advancement of women in technical fields and helps the Mars to their progress, as well as in the problem of sparking and maintaining girls' early interest in science and math. In her technical hat, she has been on science-related panels at Worldcon's local and regional conventions and has been a science go at several regional cons, as well as participating in outreach activities outside the Spanish community. With the other side of her brain, Miss Laundrie is a master-level customer with a twisted sense of humor, brutal Strauss Waltz assault team, and a fondness for STTOS. She has been on panels and won masquerade awards from the local to the Worldcon level. Next up is Matt M. McElroy, who we also have a picture for here. Matt M. McElroy is the Director of Marketing for DriveThruRPG.com, DriveThruComics.com, and other related sites. Here he works with companies like White Wolf Publishing, Wizards of the Coast, Fantasy Flight Games, and many more to deliver RPGs, comics, games, and genre fiction to fans around the world. A long-time horror, dark fantasy, and dark science fiction fan, he is also the owner of Flames Rising Press, which publishes the type of fiction and games he loves. Haunted, 11 Tales of Ghostly Horror, an award-winning anthology, is Flame Rising's most popular book in its current catalog. Matt also occasionally dabbles in freelance writing and editing in the role-playing game industry. Currently, he is working on supplements for Vampire the Masquerade and Hunter the Beguiled. Next up is John Jackson Miller, who we also have a picture for here. Wisconsin author John Jackson Miller has written many media-related novels, graphic novels, and games. He is the author of 3 Star Wars novels from Del Rey, including the national bestseller Star Wars Knight Errant and the just-released Star Wars Lost Tribe of the Sith. His hardcover novel Star Wars Kenobi, focusing on the early days of Obi-Wan's exile on Tatooine, released in September. He has also written more than a dozen graphic novels for Dark Horse, including 3 Knight-Errant comics volumes, 10 Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic volumes, and for 2013, a Lost Tribe of the Sith comics volumes. He also writes for Bart Simpson for Bongo Comics and has written 3 Mass Effect comic volumes. With a master's in comparative politics from Louisiana State University, he sought to play on international and political elements in his fiction and games. His other comics works includes titles such as Marvel Comics, Iron Man, and Crimson Dynamo, and he also wrote the comics adaptations of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. His fiction website is www.farawaypress.com. In nonfiction, his research specificities include studies into comic book circulation history, which in 2002 spawned the first of 4 standard catalog of comic book volumes. He has also edited magazines including Comics Buyer's Guide, Comics and Game Retailer, and Scry, the Guide to Collectible Card Games, serving also as collectibles editorial director and later interactive media editorial director for F+W Publications. Since that time, he has continued his research interest on his website, The Comics Chronicles, where he maintains the world's largest database of comic book sales figures. He has been interviewed by CNN, NPR, Wisconsin Public Radio, and many more newspapers and magazines. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Alright. Now we have Chris Patton, who we don't have a picture for here. Chris Patton has been voice acting in anime 14 years for ADV Films, Sentai Filmworks, Okratron 5000, and Funimation Entertainment. Some of his many roles have included Kaoru in Kids on the Slope, Azura in Soul Eater, Kame in The World God Only Knows, Sosuke Saga in Fullmetal Panic, Daemon in The Brain Puzzle of the God, Soshi in Inu X-Boku Secret Service, Greed in Fullmetal Alchemist, Ayato Kamina in Ra Exion, Iki in Air Gear, Haruka in Tactics, Ram in Spectre in Ground Spectre in Bakano, Truls in Dragon Ball Z Tree of Might, Ichiro in Nirfima Daikon Brothers, Sho in Guyver, Daily Wong in Bubblegum Crisis 2040, and many, many more. Chris has also performed on stage since age 9, has narrated over 50 audiobooks, has done a whole slew of commercials, a handful of video games, plus earning corporate narration, and so on. He has an amazing life partner named Rad, a Bengal cat named Jinx, and is a huge fan of synth pop, Freddie Mercury, Shannon Needles, and Aleister Crowley. Moving on, we have Aaron Havao, who does have a picture here. Alright. Aaron Havao started his career in geekery as a child, playing Dungeons and Dragons with the babysitter, and sold his first game, live role-playing chess, as a teenager. Since then, he has been something of a Renaissance geek. He helped start and run the Chronicle LARP Madison by night. He has consulted with advertising agencies to create games for marketing campaigns. His most recent work includes the card game Let's Kill and its expansions, and contributions to nearly 24 titles for the Shadowrun and leverage role-playing games. In his day job, he is a high school computer science teacher who combines games with teaching in ongoing development in multiplayer classroom. Alright, next up is Ryan Reynolds, who doesn't have a picture here. For more than a decade, anime has had a fan in Ryan Reynolds. Needless to say, when she got the opportunity to do some voice work at Funimation Entertainment, it was like a dream come true for her. Ryan's big break came when she was given the chance to voice Latvia in the little show called Hetalia Access Powers. Since then, she's voiced such characters as Amarty in the second season of Spice and Wolf, the younger version of Grey Bullbuster in Fairy Tail, Toto Sakigami in Dead Man Wonderland, Nukihisa in Level E, and Yoshiko Mikami in Baka and Test Summon the Beast. Along with voice acting, Ryan also worked as a graphic designer for an advertising agency in Dallas, Texas. Alright, and moving right along here, we have David Salo. Salo is the author of A Gateway to Sindarin, a description of J.R.R. Tolkien's great Elven language, and is a longtime student of all of Tolkien's invented languages. He is the moderator of the Elfing mailing list on Yahoo Groups for the discussion of Tolkien's languages and linguistic writings, and was a linguistic advisor for the Lord of the Rings films. He is currently doing language-related work on The Hobbit. Alright, moving right along here. Next up we have Alexis Tipton, who doesn't have a picture here. Alexis Tipton has been a voice actor for Funimation Entertainment since late 2008. She has been in over 40 titles and has voiced roles such as Julia Christensen in Full Metal Alchemist, the star of Milos, Yomi Isayama in Gare Zero, Musubi in Sekirei, Sunseto in My Bride is a Mermaid, Mocha Akashia in Rosario plus Vampire, Yuki Saigusa in Dance in the Vampire Bun, Mizuki Himeji in Baka and Test, and many more, both announced and unannounced. Alexis has also provided vocals for character songs and a few of Funimation's trailers. On top of the voice work, Alexis has been an active cosplayer for the past 8 years and has been featured in a handful of magazines as well as the book Cosplay in America. Alright, and 2 more here. Alright, next up we have Monica Valentinelli. Monica Valentinelli is an author and game designer who lurks in the dark. Her publications include non-fiction, original, and tie-in fiction. Stories range from Red Wings Gambit, a novella set in the universe of the Bulldogs, RPG, and Tailfeather, which debuted in Apexology, science fiction and fantasy, in addition to her short stories, novellas, articles, and RPG contributions. contributions. Monica crafted one of the first enhanced ebook titles, the Queen of Crowns. In her spare time, she does roles of project manager for horror and dark fantasy webzine, FlameRising.com. By day, Monica dons the role of marketing director for Steve Jackson Games and business manager for illustrator comic artist John Kovalik. For more Monica and her work, visit her website. Alright. And got 20 minutes, or over 20 minutes already. And finally we have Rob Whelan, an author, blogger, pop culture writer, and game designer that writes about pirates, gangsters, Jedi, dragons, zombies, and whatever else pays. He is most well known for his work on Firefly RPG, Star Wars Saga Edition, Shadowrun, and Camelot Trigger. On other projects include On Honor and Intrigue, Edge of Midnight, Hillfolk, Our Last Best Hope, Seventh Sea, Swashbuckling Adventures, Night's Black Agents, and 13th Age. His online presence includes multiple game blogs, interviews, and articles for the Onion AV Club. He lives in scenic Milwaukee, Wisconsin with his wife, who has many more skills useful for the zombie apocalypse. And that's all the guests shown here. Now, there might be more guests in the future. Like, this may not be a complete list, they may add more, but as of April, or as of August 1st, this is the list. Alright, now let's do some more. Alright, let's check out the events. So, let's go to the events main page here. Panel submissions over. Okay, that's all it shows you. Boffer, what's that all about? Boffer room, this is the room you can hit your friends, family, and random games and not get in trouble. Wow. This year the Boffer room will have chances to meet members of the local Bellegarth chapter, as well. There will be the sign-in sheet for any attendees that belong to Amped Guard and gain class credit for each day you pay. Keep an eye out for upgrades regarding Geek.Kon's Boffer room. We'll get more updates here as things get hammered out. Rules, general information. A waiver must be signed before participation. If under age 18, must have an adult or legal guardian signed. Game/safety rules must be explained before participation. A design sticker will be placed on convention badge to indicate participation is able to participate in events and general play. Weapons, all weapons will be checked before participation. There will be loaner weapons available. Any weapons deemed unsafe will not be allowed to be used in the room. Approved weapons will be marked with orange tape on the handle. Red weapons must be designed by the persons evaluating weapons. Combat is tap play system. No kicking or grappling of any kind. No shielding, kicking, or shield kicking or shield bashing. Red weapons marked with red weapons will destroy any shield with 2 hits. Or marked red weapons will destroy any shield with 2 hits. The event runners reverse the knight to revoke any attendees' right to participate in the room due to unsafe conduct or behavior. Alright. There's also a fanfiction contest, which is kind of interesting. Geek.Kon 2013 fanfiction contest. Do you love fanfiction as much as we do? Of course you do. So come show off your writing skills at the second annual Geek.Kon fanfiction contest. We had a lot of great entries last year, and our panel of avid fanfiction readers and writers are anxious to read even more in 2013. Join us for the Geek.Kon 2013 fanfiction contest. Here's how it works. Judging. Entries will be read and judged by our pre-selected panel of judges prior to the convention. Awards will be given for first, second, and third place entries. Awards. The winners will be announced and awarded. A special panel during the convention. Winning stories will be read aloud after awards are given. Distribution. All winning entries will be assembled into the PDF file, which will be posted to the Geek.Kon website after the convention. We will also post a file containing the complete set of eligible entries. Contest rules, 11 of them here. All entries must be received in advance by August 1st, so I'm kind of too late. Damn. 2013, absolutely no entries will be accepted after this date. Only one entry per contestant will be accepted. Your entry must be your own work. We will not accept stories with multiple authors. Your entry must be a work of fan fiction based on a geek-related fandom source, science fiction, fantasy, video games, anime/manga, etc. Real person fiction will not be accepted. Crossovers are acceptable and encouraged as long as all sources fall within the appropriate fandoms. If you have questions about whether or not your source meets our criteria, please email the fan fiction contest coordinators. Geek.Kon is a PG-13 convention. Your entry must not exceed PG-13 rating. This means no excessive vulgar language, extreme violence, or explicit sexual content. If you include this content, your work will be disqualified. If you have questions about your content, please email the fanfiction contest coordinators. Entries must be a minimum of 1,000 words and a maximum of 5,000 words in length. Entries not meeting the minimum number of words or exceeding the maximum number of words will be disqualified. Your entry must be written in English. Please keep non-English terms and phrases to a minimum. Only stories written within the past year will be accepted. You don't have to write a brand new story for these contests, although we encourage it. But if your entry was posted anywhere on the internet prior to previous convention, September 17th to October, will not be accepted. Your entry must be a complete story that stands on its own and is not part of a larger series. This means that someone who is familiar with the fandom should be able to read your story and understand it without previous knowledge of your work/writing. Please spell check and grammar check your entry before submitting it. Contestants must be registered for Geek.Kon 2013 after the entry period ends. The contest coordinator will verify that all contestants are registered. And yeah, that's all of the rules there. And fanfiction submission instructions. Please email your submission to the fanfiction contest coordinators at fanfiction@geekkon.net. In your email, please include the following information: your real name, your pen name optional, your email address, the title of your entry, a brief summary of your entry, the titles of the source material your entry is based on your entry as an attached file. And it's over 30 minutes now, great, so I'm able to go over that, exceed it, I guess, great. By submitting an entry to the fanfiction contest, you grant permission for your story to be read aloud at the awards panel distributed by to panel attendees and displayed on the Geek.Kon website. Inquiries, questions, or submissions. For inquiries, questions, or submissions, please email fanfiction@geek.kon.net. Love to, but too late, unfortunately. I decided to read off just for all of it. Then we have Geek Club Adventures. Geek Club Adventures. Geek Club Adventures is a series of games for you to enjoy while you explore the convention. The games are designed for all ages and is a great way for children to learn about the con and its various activities. There are 3 games. Geekbot Operation Puzzle. Search the convention for Geekbot's puzzle and receive the code. Rodgord's Treasure Quest. Search for Rodgord's mark. Go around the convention and collect stamps from marked locations. And finally, Siggy's Scavenger Hunt. Collect items and photos from around the convention and complete the list. Sounds interesting. Geek Show. Do you dance, sing, perform comedy, or have a bizarre ability you want to flaunt to an audience? Then head on down to the Geek Show, where the convention Saturday tradition continues. At the show you may present your talents, and it is a perfect substitute for a sketch you could not do for the masquerade. All acts are welcome, no matter how geeky it is. How to participate? If you have not already signed up online, fill out a submission form at the registration window. Acts should be 6 minutes or shorter. Exceptions will be considered on a case-by-case basis. We will provide mics and can play your audio if submitted on CD or a USB drive. We will not allow stage fighting, weapon demonstrations, or anything that could endanger yourself or others. Entries must be rated PG-13 or better. If you have any questions about the entries or about the content of your entry, please contact the staff member and ask for the Geek Show coordinator. And finally, plan to arrive 10 minutes before the show to check in with the Geek Show coordinator and test your audio. Right, and next up is Conquest. Support the annual Conquest. Play the game. What's Conquest? No, I'm just gonna skip this one. Music video contest. Here we are. Basically, I think AMVs are included in this as well. It's something kind of cool that they add here. Events music video contest. Due to the rousing success of both our anime music video contest and our live-action music video contest in the past, Geek.Kon is bringing them both back for another year. Submission instructions are the same for both contests, but please read carefully as the information we're requesting from you may have changed. Thanks for submitting your videos to the contest. Video contest instructions and the submission period. All entries must be received by August 1st. God damn. Shipping address. Send hard copy entries along with a printout of the entry forms to the following address: Geek.Kon, AMV, PO Box. Okay. Electronics. So no point in me reading this because panel registration, which is of course done. Not joining the panels. Okay, panel topics. No panels, but it shows three of the previous panels. You remember Macross, Fate Stay, and how to make a buffer weapon. But viewings, okay, this is all about. Backed by popular demand, Otaku Theater returns once again in 2013 as we go back to our old locations, Cell 1, A, B, and C, and format Geek Cinema Otaku Theater and electric showcase with a theme of science. In 2013 we are looking to showcase shows that feature science and inventiveness. Geek Cinema slot. Okay. Science shows planned. Geek Cinema will also be celebrating the 50th anniversary of everyone's favorite time-traveling hero, Doctor Who. Look for one defining serial from each classic Doctor over the course of the convention, as well as one from each of the new Doctors, plus all of Series 7 on the overnight movies and stage 2. Okay, the second one, Mad Matt Winchell will be returning once again with It Came From the Internet. Movies and scheduled to be announced. Viewing rules. Probably the same for movie reviews, so I'll skip it. So I'm just trying to blow up these now. See, room parties. So there's going to be parties, okay. Costuming too, apparently, and gaming. Well, is there going to be a video gaming room? That actually sounds kind of cool. Oh, tournaments. Achievement tournaments selected for Geek.Kon 2013. Check the links for rules and the schedule for tournaments. Okay. Concerts. What's it? Music concert. Each year Geek.Kon hosts a variety of concerts, dances, and other musical events. Alright. Location. This might be an interesting location. Geek.Kon 2013 will be again located in the Marriott Madison West in Middleton. Join us for another year of fun in over 40,000 square feet of space encompassing 20 meeting rooms. Reservations, directions, while you're in Middleton, blah blah blah. Participate contest, let's see, information on how you can participate. Those games, volunteering, joining staff will be coming soon. So basically, and there's also info at the end, like contact info, FAQs, charity events, what is Geek.Kon, history of Geek.Kon, staff bios, guys, what's staff bio as well? Found, or we lead you here of Parker's cunning laughter. Here's turn to some reality. You broke it, it says, okay. So that's it then. Almost 40 minutes here. Wow. Well, I'm excited for this. I'm definitely going to it. Hopefully I can stay for all 3 days. It'd be kind of nice. And also the friend of mine is going with me as well, hopefully. So yeah. Once again, I'll put a link to it in the description to the website so you can look over it for yourself and look over the parts I skimmed through or just plain skip as well if you want to. So yeah, anyways, well, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.